Hey guys, my name is Abby and this is Luna. This is a Mercedes Sprinter 4x4, 170 wheelbase, and this is the fourth van that I've built. I've been building vans for about 5 years, and it's sort of a convergence of my love for art and design and creativity paired with my love for travel. This van is the sort of pinnacle of my whole career and really captured all of these crazy ideas I had floating around in my head. So I'm excited to share it with you all. So right in the entryway, when you open the slider door, we have the seating area, which is great for eating meals and also using as an office. So you can sit 2 people in the benches you see. This is your table and it'll basically move around everywhere. But what you don't see is that this area can actually sit 4 as well. So these benches both slide out into the aisle. You can put cushions on, and you can have a comfortable seating area for friends, family, whatever. Another cool thing about this area is it converts into a guest bed as well. So the table comes off, fills in the gap, and you can sleep a full person here. Moving in from the slider door, the other major feature you will see is the shower right here. I always like to add a show-stopping feature looking in from the slider because I feel like it's just such a great opportunity for curb appeal. And I really wanted this shower to feel like a Spanish spa. So I chose a handmade Spanish tile. On the floor we have stone pebbles imported from India. Some really nice brass fixtures with a handheld sprayer. And this really cool retro blue Laveo dry flush toilet. The toilet is actually fully self-contained, and you can just move it into the aisle like so. Shut the door, and you have plenty of room to move around and take a comfortable shower. Another must-have feature for me in this van was a pocket door that blocked off the front. I like having a pocket door for 3 distinct reasons. 1, obviously privacy. It makes it a lot easier at night to just block out that light. 2 is sound reduction. You can't really hear anything going on in the back when you're up front, which makes it feel like you're driving a car. And 3, it actually is great insulation. Some days it'll be like 120 degrees up there, I swear, and in the back it's still cool.
I'm Nate Murphy, author of the Van Conversion Guide, and I just want to let you know that I'm running a free online training which will teach you how to make van life free or profitable. I will show you how to choose a van and build it out and avoid the one big mistake that most people make. I will show you how I made van life completely free and a bunch of other stuff that people don't really talk about. If you'd like to join, click the link here or in the description and I'll see you there.
Moving into the back, we have a pretty cool shape right here that you don't often see. In most vans, you will see cabinets on one side, cabinets on the other side. But in Luna, I have this L shape. The reason that I came up with this L shape was because I actually have a staircase right here in the corner. In the past, I've always done a fixed bed, which is definitely my favorite style because you get so much storage underneath and it's just so plug and play. I love it. But a big con of a fixed bed is that you have to jump down from it in the middle of the night when you have to go pee, and it just can be kind of uncomfortable to hoist yourself up into. So to mitigate that issue, I built a little staircase so it makes it nice and easy to get up in bed. In a van, you always have to make the best use of space, so I integrated storage into the staircase, which includes 2 pull-out drawers and a lift-up hamper for laundry. In the back, as mentioned, I have a fixed bed, which is my favorite type of bed. This van has a queen-size bed that sleeps sideways. On both sides of the bed, I have these huge windows and a skylight, which lets in so much natural light. For me, the main point of having a van is to go into environments that make you feel inspired and happy and uplifted. So I wanted to bring that concept and that way of thinking into a small space. and it was definitely a building challenge. I had to learn skills that I knew nothing of before. So I've been documenting my journey on Instagram for about a year and a half, and I had a little bit of a following. But when I released this van to the internet, it absolutely blew up beyond what I had anticipated. That's when Santiago, the owner of Rogue Van Company, a professional van upfitting company located in San Diego, reached out to me, and he wanted to recreate this design as a model available for clients. Rogue would be able to build it with the professional systems that I can't necessarily provide for clients. I'm still able to design and work with clients and focus on my strong suits, while Rogue handles all of the things that they're qualified to do, which I will show you one of our models in a second. Here we are at the second model of the Rogue Luna van. Come on in. As you can see, the layout is almost exactly the same, just with a couple little refinements. Right next to the shower, we have a closet, and this is a feature I was stoked to be able to fit in a van. And this closet is actually pretty spacious. So up above, we have this full unit with a bar up top so you can actually hang clothes. And then we have 5 independent drawers that pull out actually pretty far, and they are all on soft close. So now I wanted to talk with you all about some of the amenities we have in our kitchen, because this kitchen is just jam-packed. Right here we have an induction stove cooktop, which is my go-to nowadays because it's just so safe and clean to have in a van. Right underneath it, we have the Dometic, I think it's 130 liters, 12-volt fridge. It has tons of space, and I never really run out of room for food. One of the cool features of this is it has a removable freezer, so if you don't see yourself using your freezer a lot, you can actually take that out and just gain more fridge space. In this particular Luna model, we have a massive sink. This one is brass colored, and it is paired with a pull-down faucet right here. All of the water that comes through this tap is filtered with a 2-stage filter, so you can drink right out of the faucet worry-free. Down below the sink, we have a ton of storage. All underneath the sink is completely open, and then in this dead space in the corner here, we were able to fit in some of the components for our air conditioning and also the water filter, so it's fully accessible for servicing. This little unit right here is probably my favorite piece that I incorporated into the whole build, and was a huge inspiration behind the blue tones you'll see throughout, and also the brass. It is an air fryer, convection oven, toaster combo. I think it has 6 different functions, and it is just so cute. This is my favorite way to cook food. It's great for cooking broccoli, potatoes, chicken, anything you can need. Again, I wanted to maximize space, but at the same time, I wanted to round this corner so that you don't hit your hip on it when you're getting into the bed. So I came up with these really cool rounded pull-out drawers just to get a little bit of extra storage, but keep the ergonomics of the kitchen bed entryway. Again, we have the staircase in this van, of course, and this one also has storage incorporated in. We moved the entire control panel inside of this upper head cabinet. So you'll see here we have the control switch for our cruising comfort air conditioning, the EcoFlow. This is where you monitor all of your electronics, and the touchscreen for our heater as well. So the bed in this van is also a queen size, and this van actually has flare space bump outs, which gains a couple more inches from head to toe. And then you also have, like I mentioned before, opening windows. which are great for cross breeze and ventilation. And above the bed, we have an opening skylight, which is another improvement from the original van that I built. In the back of the bed, we have a pull-down projector screen, and you'll just get a projector unit and it'll sit right here and go directly onto here. And again, you get access to this entire L-shaped array of upper head cabinets. We have a couple of refinements in the shower. For one, we moved the niche right here, which has a little bit more visual impact. We have this shower head, which is an upgrade from the last one, which slides up and down. We have this drain that spans crossways on the shower pan. One thing you'll notice in a van is you're never completely level. So the water typically has a hard time finding its way into the drain. This sort of drain mitigates that issue. So here we are at the garage. In the back here, you can see we have tons of space. This storage space goes all the way to the front of the bed. So you have about 62 inches of depth and about 30 inches of height here. On both sides above the wheel wells, we have our systems. So on this side, we have the Aqua Hot heating system, which is a hydronic system that taps into your main fuel tank. And this unit does both hot water heating and hot air heating. Speaking of water, in this van we have a 37-gallon capacity for fresh and 15-gallon capacity for gray water. Both are mounted underneath the van and have heating pads, so you can take this van into any climate. On this side we have our electronics, and this van has a huge electrical capacity. We chose to go with 10 kilowatt hours of battery capacity, and this is an EcoFlow all-in-one unit. It takes charging from the 600 watts of solar panels on the roof. It also takes charging from the alternator, which whenever the vehicle is running, current is going to the back and feeding that battery bank. The only thing that'll really heavily draw your battery down is the air conditioning, but as I mentioned before, there's still a long enough battery life to run that for a pretty good amount of time. So now that you guys have seen this van, I wanted to talk a little bit about my partnership with Rogue Vans. If you wanted a Luna of your own, you and I would be working together to gracefully incorporate any little feature that you wanted. So if you wanted to modify the outside, we are able to do pretty much anything your heart may desire. This specific client really wanted like a popping, breathtaking color, so she chose this super loud teal blue color. In terms of interior customizations, the list is also limitless. So if you're interested in a Luna van of your own, send us a message via the link in the description, and you and I will be working one-on-one. I'd love to learn about what you're looking for and help your vision come to life.
If you didn't notice, I am offering a free online training which will help teach you how to make van life free or profitable. In this video, I will show you exactly how to buy a van, how to fit it out in a profitable way, and teach you how to avoid the mistakes that most people make, and all the other stuff that almost nobody else talks about. If you are thinking about converting a van or living van life, it'll be one of the most valuable things you will ever watch. Just click the link, register for free, and I'll see you there. Another great place to start is to get the van conversion guide. It's packed with useful information and includes 20 video lessons to help you convert a van. Check our website, all the information is there.